Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Bob TV with another episode of Ride Report. All right, so here's CBS with that bull. CBS always got some bull with them. So here's the deal. In their YouTube post, as you can see, it said Bernie Sanders showing strength ahead of New Hampshire. That's to get people to tune in. And then as soon as you get on the video and watch the video on their YouTube channel, this is what they got to say.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. We begin here in New Hampshire with breaking news because the final votes in tonight's Democratic primary are being cast right now. The polls here close soon, and based on our interviews with voters, it looks like we could be in for a tight race. That's because Democrats in New Hampshire appear to be split what they are looking for in a candidate. 40% of voters said today they want a candidate who will return to the policies of Barack Obama, while 38% want a candidate who will bring more liberal policies to the White House. And those confusing results in Iowa and Friday night's debate may have helped change minds here. Almost half of those who voted say they picked their candidate in just the last few days, some late deciders, and that's double the number from 2016. Bernie Sanders has led every recent Democratic poll here, but two other candidates have been surging, Pete Buttigieg and Amy Klobuchar. And tonight, Joe Biden appears to be conceding defeat. He's already on his way to South Carolina for a rally there. Our team is covering tonight's primary from across the state, and Ed O'Keefe leads us off our coverage tonight. Ed?
Nora, good evening. The one thing that Democrats appear to be united on here in New Hampshire is their anger towards President Trump. And more than 60% say they're more concerned about finding someone who can defeat the president than finding a candidate they agree with on the issues.
Go Pete! We've got this!
Former Mayor Pete Buttigieg made a last-minute attempt to find voters this morning.
To pull off a big success, and it feels like it's shaping up well.
He's hoping to defeat the more progressive Senator Bernie Sanders, who's trying to be the first non-president to win back-to-back primaries here.
We have an agenda that speaks to the needs of working families all across this country.
In the last week, nobody has climbed faster than Senator Amy Klobuchar.
It is here that many candidates that are not as well known or maybe don't have the biggest bank account find their footing in the state of New Hampshire.
Klobuchar is hoping that undecided voters give her another look before casting a ballot. She had a breakout performance at last week's debate, and based on exit polls, almost half of voters said the debate was an important factor in their decision. Ed O'Keefe, CBS News, Manchester, New Hampshire.
All right, here's the deal. Let me put my headphones back on. All right, here's the deal. All right, so they on that bull. First of all, in the Iowa caucuses is a little different, but in New Hampshire it's an open primary. So this don't have nothing to do with just Democrats. An open primary is open for anybody to voice their opinion. But what I always say is that you gotta watch the polls. When they do the polling, you gotta find out who's doing the polling. And when it's MSNBC, or Fox, that leans more toward their demographic. MSNBC, CNN, and all that, that's Democratic propaganda. Fox News, The Blaze, Daily Caller, that's Republican propaganda. Don't trust neither one of those news. You got to go dig for yourself. Honestly speaking, I trust Russia Today, RT Today, more than I trust those two news sources because they have no reason to lie to you. And they got people from America telling the truth. And even Sputnik, my boy Jamal Thomas is on Sputnik. But anyway, so they're going to make you think that this decision, that more Democrats more concerned about who can beat Trump, not about who can help them as American citizens. Let me tell you something. Here I am, a black man living in New York City. Trump ain't my number one concern. My number one concern is a family member who got to deal with cancer, and we can't afford to help her out. She got to put her second house on mortgage just to pay the doctor bills. I ain't got time to think about that mess. Okay? Not saying that he's not a concern of mine, but he ain't on my totem pole. Okay? It's a lot more people more important on my totem pole than that man. Okay? So when they coming down to the table issues, it's still about education. It's still about closing the wealth gap between blacks and whites. It's still about getting rid of the red line where people can get loans, starting business. To me, it's still about reparation. It's still about making sure everything is literally equal, including in the financial realm, financial matters between blacks and whites. So there's a whole lot of points to this. So I'm not buying their mess. I don't buy what MSNBC or CBS got to say when they poll people. In this particular primary tonight, you're going to see that it ain't about Democrats, and that's how it is when it comes across America, across the board. The problem with the Democratic Party, and the reason they keep losing, is they worry about unifying just Democrats instead of unifying the country, which is most people are independents. Some Republican. See, Donald Trump, he ain't doing the same thing. That knucklehead, at least he's trying to unify the country. He's pointing at the Democrats and saying the Democrats, all they want to do is worry about me instead of unifying on the issues that the country need to be unified on. All they can think about is me. They can care less about unifying the country. And that was the whole point of that State of the Union speech. He must got some kind of movie producer or somebody to help him with that, because he pulled on our heartstrings in motion, made them look like idiots, man. Made them look like idiots. Made Nancy Pelosi look like idiots. And he's going to use that. The man is a master marketer, TV personality, and he's going to pay money. He's going to play toward that, and he's going to do masterful things, even though it's a lie. And he don't really believe this. He's going to still pull on the heartstrings of America to make you think that he's on his side. What are the Democrats doing? No, they're still trying to get him out. That's not pulling on the heartstrings of America. So the bottom line is tonight is primary night. You're going to find out there are going to be more independents that's going to really get out there and vote today. Even some Republicans going to get out there and vote. Honestly speaking, if I was Trump, I had that rally in New Hampshire, I would have told my people to go out here and vote for the person who can get Joe Biden and Bloomberg and all them fools out the way. Trump don't want to deal with Bernie Sanders. So I don't know if he's going to encourage his people to go out there and vote for Bernie. but he'll probably encourage his people to go out there and vote for the easiest person to beat. That's what I would have did. Since it's an open primary, I would have had my people go out there and vote for the easiest person that I can beat. The easiest person I can beat, Amy Klobuchar, Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg. I wouldn't mess with Bernie Sanders. You got two New Yorkers going at each other, man. And you got pride over pride. So anyway, bad enough Andrew Yang dropped out. Now you got CBS talking this bull crap, talking about these votes going to be based on the decision about Trump and getting him out of office, not about the needs of the American people. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, CBS, you're full of... you know why they call it CBS, right? Because all you see is BS. So, nah, bruh. It's about the issues. It's about the table issues. Most people, even though we may not agree with Trump, we may not like Trump, that is not our number one concern, and stop trying to make it seem like that's most Americans' concern. Until you talk to most Americans, don't be saying the American public is more concerned about that and American public concerned about this. I hate when the Republicans do it. I hate when the Democrats do it. You don't know all America. All I can tell you is this black man Trump ain't not my number one issue. My number one issue is good jobs, not just job report, but a job where you can work 40 hours and that's it. You can buy a house, you can buy a car, you can go on vacation. That's the job report I like. Not 3-4 people working jobs and that makes the job rate go down. Nah. So those are things I care about. I care about you, no matter what you do, cleaning out the toilet or flipping the hamburgers. Your job is just as credible as a person who's operating on the table. That's what I care about. Workforce democracy, job equality. That's what I care about. I care about brothers getting back to farming. I care about brothers getting back to hunting, not with an assault rifle, but I'm for the Second Amendment. I'm not for those crazy guns. Ain't no reason you need an assault rifle in your house to shoot somebody breaking into your house. You get a pump shotgun for that. You don't need to shred nobody to pieces because they're trying to break in your house. So, so these are the kitchen table issues. Most people are not, we don't like Trump, but that's not my main concern when I'm sitting up in the hospital. And I got a doctor bill that's about to make me lose my house. Anyway, I'm done. Let me get out of here, man. All right, I'll holler at you later. This is your boy Robert Brown with the Rob Report. I'll holler at you later. Peace.